Welcome back to the New Noise podcast, AJ Tracey album review. Let's just get straight into it.
Yeah.
First album review. Let us know if you want more of these, but yeah, let's get into it. So, what's the album actually called?
It's self-titled.
It is
AJ Tracey
Tracey.
by AJ Tracey.
Oh right. Okay.
Yeah. So it's
Right, but that.
it's a long-awaited debut album.
Does Secure the Bag not?
It's an EP, not an album.
Right. Okay.
So he had a bit of a breakout last year with the influence of Secure the Bag, and then he had singles like Butterflies with Notes that did really well.
Well.
They were
Whether
popular,
whether they were.
Whether or not they're
Yeah.
good songs is a different matter, but it's 15 tracks, which I think is quite substantial for like.
I think it's good. I think with the 15 tracks as well, you get a lot of not different genres, but you get a lot of different styles.
Yeah.
I think that's quite. That's something I enjoyed a lot from
we'll
it.
Talk about that.
But anyway, how many times have you listened to it? You
said
said
like 2 times
like
completely through, but obviously I've listened to certain tracks.
I listened to it when it came out fully through.
Yeah.
Listened to it this morning fully through, and then afterwards sort of picked the songs I really thought, whoa, that's not great, and listened to the ones that where I thought that's a good track. Let's
We're looking forward to it.
Yeah, because like we've talked about it before, and we've sort of gone.
Yeah.
He's sort of sidetracked a bit here. So
well,
I was interested. I was interested to see what it sounded like.
I wasn't really looking forward to it. Like, the first time I listened to it was like 3 days after it had come out. It's partially because of the fact that like the grime theme and the artistic direction of like his first couple of EPs, like The Front in 2015 and Lil Tracey in 2016, they were more
in terms of genre,
grime oriented, and that's more my thing. So I mean, it's all down to personal preference, really. But
in terms of standout tracks, have you wrote some standout tracks?
Yeah, they're on the back.
Okay, hit me with.
I've got 3.
Okay.
I've got Country Star.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. No, carry on.
Necklace.
Okay.
And Nothing But Net.
Right.
With
Okay.
gigs.
Okay. Country Star. Why?
The first 2, it was because they're just like they're so catchy. Like there's nothing particularly memorable about the songs, but the hook especially, like it's so infectious. Like I woke up this morning and the first thing that I thought of was like the hook from Country Star. Yeah.
Wow. I mean, I listened to it and then I was like, because it sounds at the start I was like, what? Like there are a couple of tracks where I like that.
Do you know what I had to do as well with that track? When I first listened to it, I had to re-unlock my phone and check that it wasn't a feature, because the chorus doesn't sound like him at all, and I was genuinely quite impressed after.
It is in terms of a song, it's good, but in terms of, we've got like different categories and stuff down here.
Yeah.
In terms of being memorable and skippability and stuff like that, to be honest, I couldn't listen to it because it's just not. I don't know.
The shelf life of the song is very long.
Yeah.
Like I feel like it's something where you rinse it for a week or whatever, and then you just.
I feel like of the album as a whole.
You get sick of hearing it.
We can talk about the album as a whole in that. Nothing But Net, I had down one of my standout tracks.
Top tracks.
I thought it was a good track.
The gigs feature.
Surprisingly enough, I've got 4 tracks down here.
Yeah.
And I think the reason why I've got those down is because they were like not dark, but like they had that beat about them, you know what I mean? Like, so with the whole vibe and stuff like that, the butterflies and stuff, I feel like that's just not what I listen to.
Yeah.
It's very Radio 1,
it's
top
like
hit of
swing,
the week. It's a very pop culture way of talking about it.
Yeah.
Whereas the tracks I've written down, so I've got Double C's.
Okay.
Doing it. Nothing But Net, Horror Flick. Because the beats were all very much old school.
Which one was Horror Flick? Is that the one that I think it is?
Don't play
it's track 40.
It's like near the end. Yeah, it's near the end.
I didn't like it at
really?
all. No.
I like the beat. It reminded me a lot of like Spirit Bomb for some reason.
The beat, that was the part I hated about it. I really didn't like the production.
Wow. In terms of the tracks that you actually really dislike, have you got the track list there?
Yeah.
In terms of
it's
tracks...
It's screenshots, but...
Oh, right, okay. That way. In terms of like... tracks that you really didn't like, which ones didn't do it? Which ones didn't do it?
There was one where I wrote that it sounded like a literal continuation of the last track and it just shouldn't have been on the project. It's track 10.
Do you not think that's good though?
Which was the one after Necklace, I'm pretty sure. Proud of Me.
Do you not think like continuing a song is like a good way of, like, because Kanye does it a lot with like.
No, but it's not a literal continuation.
No, but
they just sound so similar that it seems unnecessary.
I think that's a problem for the album, in my opinion. Like, a lot of the songs are so copy-paste styled beats, and it just seems like he's got a beat and then rapped over it. He's not got some music, and then
he's not created a song.
You know what I mean? Like, he's just created the instruments and put them all together and stuff like that. In terms of bars, we were talking about this literally before we started. There's really
one
good
standout bar on the whole project. It's the only one worth talking about.
Yeah.
And I screenshotted it so we can get the exact bar.
Mm-hmm.
It is off the track. Which track is it off?
I don't know. I feel like it's one of the ones that I've got. Maybe Nothing But Net. I don't know.
No, it wasn't. I'm pretty sure it was. It's either Country Star or Double C's. I'm pretty sure it's Double C's. It is Double C's, yeah.
Yeah, read the...
I think it's like the end of the second verse. It goes, my posh thing said my work rate's Kante. That's why she wanna bend and go low.
It's quite good.
It's one of them ones where you hear it for the first time and it makes you laugh.
Yeah.
Like, you have to go like, hang on a sec, did he actually just say that?
I like that in music. When you listen to an artist, you feel like they're an actual person who laughs at things.
Yeah.
And I found that really funny. In terms of the beats, I've put overall average. Some of them are really good, and some of them are really bad. Some of them are really boring. The first track on the album, Plan B, I just found the beat so just lifeless.
I wrote that like the first 4 tracks, they all just seem like filler.
Yeah.
And that's including Wifey Rhythm 3, which I was looking forward to, but it's not even a grind tune. It's just like a Afro swing.
Everything's got like it's got the what are those symbols? What are those plates called? The African Caribbean
steel drums.
Everything's got like that off the beat, and just didn't do it for me.
Yeah.
Just don't do it.
Nah, I agree.
It just didn't do it.
It's a problem for the entire album.
Consistency. I put it was poor. When you've got 4 tracks opening it back to back.
If you ask me to say like, I don't know. And honestly, in terms of the first 4 tracks of the album, I don't think they're worth listening to.
No, I really don't.
They're all just throwaway.
And that moves on to like shelf life, because when you've got an album that's full of like filler tracks, you don't expect the album like the good individual songs will probably live longer than the whole album.
Yeah.
But the album, in my opinion, it's not gonna last. Like, people are gonna disagree with us. Because we know people that
I think
this is
but
a great album.
People are just riding the bandwagon. Like, he posted on Twitter that the album had been released, and one of the top replies was, it's album of the year, and I'm only on Plan B. It's literally the first track on the album. Like,
I think that maybe a joke by the.
I don't think it was. People are like that, aren't they? When they're that invested into an artist, they listen to the music for the artist.
They see it through rose-tinted glasses. Yeah,
definitely.
Obviously, but I think it's too easy to skip. Like, obviously, because we've tried to listen to it all and give like an actual. I haven't skipped.
Yeah.
But I've been listening and I've wanted to go next.
Yeah.
Even when I've just finished maybe the second verse or something, I'm like, it just feels it's too there for me. It's too flat.
It's too linear.
Whereas you've in like, I'm gonna be really like cliche, but in like Packages and Spirit Bomb and stuff, you've got the build up, and then you've got like some bar, some
it's
drop.
Worth listening
you've got
to.
something that you want to listen to.
There's some substance.
So with the double C's, when you're waiting for that Ungolo bar, and I feel like that's gonna make that song last.
That was one of like the closing notes that I've got written here. Like, the lyrics, there's just no bars. Like, it's also vapid. Like, it's just rapping about cars, women, VVS, and partying. Like, it sums up 80% of the lyrical content on the project, and it's disappointing because we've seen on previous projects that it's potential. Like, it can do so much more. It just seems like a lot of it's been wasted.
I am quite disappointed. I think. Like what we were talking about, he's trying to do the whole image thing, so he's trying to be like, oh, I'm a rock star, I'm a pop star, stuff like that, and now he's really done it. Like,
that was something else that annoyed me. He was going in on this whole idea of being a country star, and he was saying, oh, my first ever album's going to be full of country bangers and all this. The only track that's even vaguely influenced by country is Country Star. and it's just a drill beat with like country guitar melodies in the background. I think it's a good song though. Like I can't knock it.
In total, let me count how many like songs I would actually listen to. The first one I'd skip.
Yeah.
I'd listen to Double C's. I'd listen to Country Star. I wouldn't listen to Psych Out.
Really?
I wouldn't listen to Butterflies. Necklace I'd probably dabble with. I wouldn't listen to Proud of Me. I wouldn't listen to Ladbroke Grove. I wouldn't. I'd listen to Doing It. In fact, I'd listen to like.
You wouldn't listen to Ladbroke Grove? I wanted to talk about that song.
I didn't like the beat. I didn't like the beat.
It made me laugh when it first came on. I was like, it caught me so off guard. I was like,
I checked if I was still on him then because it sounded like.
Why is this Garage number just come on?
It did sound like Craig David was.
What is AJ Tracey doing like on Garage? I mean, I put specifically for that track. It's a bit of a breath of fresh air. If you're listening through the entire album,
because it makes you look up.
Everything else, it sounds like a Nav track.
Similar.
You know Nav,
the
American artist. Like Proud of Me and Necklace. As much as I like Necklace, like the influence from Nav is so sort of like abundantly clear that it's a nice little break from that. But I feel like again it's wasted potential because the whole track is just 4 and 8 bar repeats. Like the chorus is a 4 bar repeat, both verses are 8 bar repeats.
I think if we had to put this album into words, it would be 4 and 8 bar repeats, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because that's all it is.
I suppose so.
That's all it is. In terms of, should we final score? I'm interested to see final score.
How long have we been going for?
I want to know.
Okay, it's been over 10 minutes now, so we can
get the revenue.
We can cut it. We don't even get revenue, do we? In fact, no. There's the one thing we have to talk about.
What?
Nothing but net. Listen, Giggs absolutely murdered the feature. AJ was really good, apart from the fact that he stole a novelist flow from 2016, and that you just can't do it. Yeah. I think we're going to play the clip now.
We are going to play the clip. I don't think we'll get demonetised.
There's no way that you can even say that this is coincidence. Like he's just blatantly stolen it, and it can't run.
But no one's called him out for it, have they? Just play it.
I have. I posted it on Twitter, but it's got no traction.
I'll give it a.
Alright, thank you. Right, here we go.
Give it a retweet in a minute.
I'm a bad boy that I mention like, yo, man, I'm chatting the rank, my day, clapping the bang, and I got my niggas in the manner with the max and the X, so don't chat shit. Violent, you can end up with a fat lip. The man, chilling in the back like a lad dip. I'm not a violent guy, I'll still shank it. From next stop, cheek, neck, cheek, niggas chatting and bragging about flows on the baddest, the maddest, I got these rappers on toes.
That is disgraceful.
That is blatant, to be fair. That is blatant.
I couldn't believe it when I heard it. I picked up on it instantly because I've watched that set with Novelist on, and I always skip to that part of the video because the flow is so sick. Yeah,
like, and then you heard it in the track and you were like...
I think he's great, and then I heard AJ spitting it, and it didn't clock on where I'd heard it from before, and I was like... I smiled to myself because they were like, he's making a past reference to another song or something like that. And then I realised, hang on a second, that's not even his flow.
Unless he's like, Novelist is aware that he's using.
Well, yeah, but
because
the thing is,
there's that
when artists do things like that, they usually pay homage to the other MC in the bar. So like they'll make reference to that MC.
Yeah.
But he doesn't. It's just a blatant copy.
He might know. He might not. Yeah. But.
And I'll tell you what. Yeah, this is entirely serious. I've docked a full point off my final verdict just because of that.
Incredible. Did you get that? Full point.
So, is that what we're going to go to now? Final score?
Yeah, final score.
I might even knock him down another one. I think I've
Really?
changed my mind.
You've changed your mind?
Yeah.
I think, I'm going to go with, out of 10.
Yeah, we'll do out of 10.
My original was 6.
Okay.
I was going to say 6, because it's got some good songs. As a whole production, I can understand why people would like it.
My original was also 6, but then minus the 1, it was a 5.
Now we've talked it through, and I'm thinking maybe I'm just being lenient because I'm a big fan of past music.
Mine was a generous 5.
I think I'm gonna say like a 5.4.
I'm giving it a 4, and that it's a generous 4 at this point. Like, I mean, I've written in the final verdict that. It was disappointing for me, but it was something that I'd sort of like come to expect. Like I wasn't expecting going into listening to this that it was going to be full of like heavy hitting, crime and drill.
That's not what he.
And
that's not.
He's a trap artist now. Like that's what he is.
That is who he is.
He's changed his artistic direction, and
it's not a bad thing. Like we can't sit here and Because that's what he wants to do.
Of course
So,
not.
like,
Yeah, but.
that's what he wants
Of
to do.
course
So,
not.
like,
Yeah, but.
that's what he wants.
For
to
us
do.
personally, like the way that the sound of the music shifted.
I think that I'm okay. I'm sort of okay with it because the songs that are good are good. I will listen to those songs. The songs that aren't good ruin the album's image. His image, like, you know, Rockstar ruins the album's image. So overall, it's sort of like the good stuff's good, the bad stuff's bad.
Yeah.
And they sort of meet halfway, which is why I've given it what I've given it.
I don't think I would listen to any of these songs that were on the project in like 3 months' time.
No, they've not.
Maybe Nothing But Now.
There'll be like one or two. In terms of, you wanted to cover something, news earlier this week.
Yeah.
We should probably just mention this.
End on a somber note.
Yeah.
Obviously, most of the people watching this will probably be aware, but I think we just have to acknowledge it, just out of respect, that Cadet passed away on Saturday night, I think it was. He was on his way to a university gig in a taxi.
I was reading that as well. It's the fact that he was genuinely going to a show.
Yeah.
Like he was.
I found it strange that he was going in a taxi, like he wasn't being driven there by someone or whatever.
Well,
but
taxi could be just.
It's whatever.
Just
It could have just been like an Uber.
But it is sad. It's sad because I hadn't heard of him before.
Really?
So I was
really
checking him out and
artist.
stuff. I was checking him out and stuff afterwards, which is quite sad. It is quite sad because I was looking at his latest Instagram post as well, and it was just a picture of him doing what he does, and he like captioned it something like that. And
it genuinely ruined my day. Like, I felt really bad for the rest of the day. And then I went and listened to some of his songs, and I was like, it's a big loss.
It is. No, it is.
Someone so talented.
And the thing is, because I was so unaware of him, I was really surprised when it sort of, because it has actually like taken the news quite a bit. It was all like every news source and stuff. So I was quite like, that's really good that he's had that awareness, because I feel like because he's sort of, we've talked in the past about people being sort of in that level of like underneath the media. The fact that, you know, that he's.
Well, it's just a shame that had to be
acknowledged
through.
Yeah, it is. It is, but at least he's been acknowledged and stuff, and you know, we've got his music now.
I was gonna say there's still plenty of bands that we can go and listen to.
Right. Anyway, that's about it. We've covered it. It's a good album, but it's not. It's an average album in my opinion. 5.5, 5.4.
Below average.
Let us know what you think. There'll be loads of people who disagree or, you know, stuff. Not in that way. I just mean like they think it's a good album, we think it's not.
Yeah.
But let us know what you think. Comment, smash subscribe, smash like, all that good stuff.
Hit up the socials.
And we will see you all later.
Next week, hopefully.